I was lost, adrift in a sea of noise, my own thoughts a cacophony, the world outside a relentless symphony of demands and distractions. I longed for peace, for a moment of quiet to hear my own heartbeat. My soul ached for a sanctuary, a place to escape the constant barrage of information and stimulation, a place to simply be. It was in this moment of desperation, of yearning for something more, that I stumbled upon the idea of a silent retreat. A radical notion, to be sure, to relinquish the very thing that seemed to define my existence, the ability to express, to connect, to be heard. Yet something about the prospect of silence called to me. It whispered promises of self-discovery and inner peace. It beckoned me to step out of the familiar and into the unknown. The decision to attend the retreat was not made lightly. It was a leap of faith, a surrender to the unknown. Fear gnawed at the edges of my resolve. What if I couldn't handle the silence? But the longing for peace outweighed the fear. I packed my bags, leaving behind my phone, my laptop, my books. As I stepped onto the retreat grounds, a sense of calm washed over me. The first few hours were the hardest. The silence was deafening. My thoughts swirled within me like a tempest. I felt restless, agitated. I craved distraction, but there was nowhere to run. Gradually, something shifted. The silence became a comforting embrace. The incessant chatter in my mind quieted, replaced by clarity and focus. In the stillness, I began to hear things I had never noticed before. The gentle rustling of leaves in the wind, the soft chirping of birds, my own breath rising and falling in steady rhythm. I started to pay attention to the sensations in my body. One of the most profound realizations I had during the retreat was the power of letting go. Letting go of the need to control everything, to always be right. In the silence, I confronted my fears and insecurities. I allowed myself to be vulnerable, to feel my emotions without judgment. And in letting go, I discovered a strength I never knew I possessed. The silence wasn't always easy. There were moments of loneliness, of doubt, of intense longing for connection. But even in those moments, there was a sense of peace that permeated everything. I learned to find solace in the pause, in the space between my thoughts. The retreat taught me that silence is not emptiness. It is a canvas upon which we can paint the masterpiece of our lives. As the days of the retreat unfolded, I began to hear the echoes of my own inner harmony. The silence, once intimidating, now felt like an old friend. It was in this stillness that I discovered the layers of my being. Each moment of quiet brought forth new revelations, like peeling back the layers of an onion to reveal its core. In this sanctuary of silence, I found clarity. The fog of daily distractions lifted, revealing the path to my true self. I learned to listen, not just with my ears, but with my heart. As I stepped beyond the confines of the retreat, the world seemed both familiar and foreign. The noise of life was still there, but I was different. The silence had gifted me with a new sense of self-awareness. I began to see my thoughts not as directives, but as passing clouds in the vast sky of my mind. This newfound perspective allowed me to navigate my emotions with grace and understanding. In my daily life, I started to practice mindfulness in every action, whether it was sipping a cup of tea or walking through a crowded street. This mindfulness became a beacon, illuminating the path of self-discovery. I realized that every moment held the potential for insight, for growth, for peace. I learned to be gentle with myself, to forgive my imperfections, and to celebrate my strengths. Self-awareness was not just about recognizing my flaws, but also about acknowledging my inherent worth. It was a journey of embracing my whole self, with all its complexities and contradictions. In this light of self-awareness, I found a deeper connection to others. I began to see the shared humanity in everyone I encountered. The retreat had taught me that compassion starts from within. By being kind to myself, I could extend that kindness to the world around me. The light of self-awareness continues to guide me, helping me to live authentically and joyfully. The journey of inner peace is ongoing, but with each step, I move closer to the heart of who I am. And in that heart, I find the true essence of peace, love, and fulfillment. As my journey continued, I began to understand that self-awareness was just the beginning. The true test lay in integrating these insights into my everyday life. Inner growth is a continuous symphony of experiences, each note contributing to the melody of my existence. I started to embrace vulnerability, seeing it as a powerful avenue for connection and authenticity. In the past, I had masked my true feelings, fearing judgment and rejection. But now, I allowed myself to be seen, to be heard, to be felt. This openness invited deeper relationships and a richer understanding of the world around me. As the symphony of inner growth played on, I found myself standing at the horizon of infinite possibilities. Each day of the silent retreat unfolded like a new chapter, revealing deeper layers of my being. The silence became a sanctuary where I could explore the vast landscape of my soul. I realized I was not a passive observer, but an active creator of my experience. The horizon of infinite possibilities stretches out before me, and with each step, I walk with a deeper sense of purpose, peace, and authenticity. In the silence, I found my true self. The horizon is not an end, but a beginning, a gateway to a life of infinite possibilities and endless growth. Embracing timeless moments, I discovered the eternal dance of balance. In silence, I found equilibrium between stillness and movement, solitude and connection. This dynamic dance required awareness and adaptability. Balance was a fluid journey, harmonizing dualities within me. The yin and yang, light and shadow, effort and ease. Confronting inner conflicts, I integrated these aspects, creating harmony. The retreat taught me true compassion begins with oneself. By nurturing my well-being, I could extend genuine care to others. The balance between self-care and service was transformative. Setting intentions allowed me to pursue passions while staying grounded. The retreat illuminated the balance between doing and being. In stillness, I found the value of simply being. Nature taught me to honor natural cycles within myself. As the retreat ended, I felt a profound sense of equilibrium. The dance of balance became an integral part of my being, ready to navigate life with harmony and inner peace. The journey continues, dancing to the rhythm of balance, a beautiful symphony of balance and growth. As I journeyed into the silence of my retreat, I discovered the garden of inner joy within myself. This metaphorical garden held seeds of happiness, waiting to bloom in my soul. I nurtured these seeds with mindfulness and care. Joy is cultivated from within, not sought externally. Each moment of silence was an opportunity to water these seeds and pull out the weeds of negativity. The garden of inner joy taught me the power of presence. Each breath and heartbeat became a celebration of life. I found joy in the simplicity of being and the rhythm of my own breath. Small moments became profound sources of happiness. I discovered the importance of playfulness. Embracing play brought a lightness of spirit. This playfulness opened my heart to pure joy. The garden of inner joy revealed the interconnectedness of all things. I felt unity with nature and the universe. This sense of oneness brought profound peace. My garden flourished, each petal a testament to life's beauty. The retreat gave me the tools to cultivate this inner garden. When the retreat ended, I took the garden of inner joy with me. It became a sanctuary within my heart. The lessons of presence, playfulness, and interconnectedness guide my daily life. The journey of self-discovery continues, with each step carrying the joy of my inner garden. True happiness is found in the present moment and the essence of being. As I continue my journey, I walk with a heart full of joy, knowing the garden within me is always in bloom. The silence of the retreat has become a symphony of inner peace and happiness. As I moved forward from the banks of the river of inner resilience, my journey led me to the foot of a majestic mountain, a symbol of the mountain of inner strength. This towering peak stood as a testament to the strength and fortitude within me. The mountain's grandeur mirrored the inner strength that had carried me through life's trials. I began my ascent, each step a deliberate act of will and determination. The climb was not easy, but with each step my inner strength grew. The mountain taught me that true strength is about rising each time we fall. Reaching the summit, I was greeted by a breathtaking panorama. Standing at the peak, I felt a profound sense of accomplishment and inner peace. I realized that the true essence of inner strength lies in the heart and the courage to keep moving forward. In the stillness of the summit, I took a moment to reflect on my journey. The mountain taught me that strength is about being resilient and steadfast. As I began my descent, I carried with me the lessons of the mountain of inner strength. The mountain had shown me that I have the strength to rise above any obstacle and reach for my dreams. As I left the mountain behind, I felt a deep sense of gratitude for the journey. The lessons of the silent retreat had become a part of me, a source of strength and inspiration that would carry me forward on my path of self-discovery and personal growth. As I descended from the mountain of inner strength, my path led me into a dense, ancient forest. This was the forest of inner wisdom, a place where the whispers of the past mingled with the hopes of the future. The towering trees formed a natural canopy that filtered the sunlight into a gentle, dappled glow. Each step I took was cushioned by a blanket of fallen leaves, their quiet rustle a comforting reminder of the cycles of life. In the forest of inner wisdom, I found myself enveloped in a profound sense of tranquility. The air was thick with the scent of pine and earth, grounding me in the present moment. Here, time seemed to stand still, allowing me to delve deeper into my thoughts and reflections. The forest, with its ancient wisdom, became a sanctuary for introspection. As I wandered through the forest, I encountered a variety of flora and fauna, each with its own story to tell. The wise old oak trees, with their gnarled trunks and expansive branches, stood as guardians of time, their presence a testament to resilience and endurance. The delicate ferns, unfurling their fronds in the dappled light, symbolized the gentle unfolding of inner wisdom. In the heart of the forest, I came upon a serene clearing, a natural amphitheater where the voices of the forest seemed to converge. I sat down on a moss-covered log, closed my eyes, and listened. The rustling leaves, the distant call of birds, and the gentle breeze created a symphony of nature, each sound a note in the melody of wisdom. In this stillness, I began to connect with my inner wisdom. I reflected on the lessons I had learned throughout my journey, the strength I had discovered within myself, the resilience that had carried me through challenges, and the inner peace that had emerged from moments of silence. The forest taught me that wisdom is not just about knowledge, but about understanding and embracing the interconnectedness of all things. As I continued to explore the forest, I realized that inner wisdom is a journey, not a destination. It is about being open to new experiences, learning from the past, and remaining curious and humble. The forest, with its timeless beauty and quiet strength, reminded me that wisdom grows in the fertile soil of a reflective mind and a compassionate heart. Before leaving the forest of inner wisdom, I took a moment to express my gratitude for the journey. I thanked the forest for its lessons and the peace it had brought me. With a renewed sense of inner clarity and purpose, I continued my journey, carrying with me the wisdom of the forest and the strength of the mountain. As I emerged from the forest, I felt a deep sense of connection to the world around me and to my own inner self. The silent retreat had been a transformative experience, guiding me through the landscapes of my soul and revealing the infinite potential within. With each step, I moved forward with a heart full of wisdom, ready to embrace the journey ahead with grace and gratitude. The forest of inner wisdom had shown me that true wisdom lies not in knowing all the answers, but in asking the right questions and being open to the lessons that life has to offer. It is about finding harmony within oneself and with the world, and about nurturing the seeds of wisdom that reside within. And so, my journey continued, guided by the wisdom of the forest and the strength of the mountain, as I walked the path of self-discovery and personal growth.